Is that the reason why you wrote your current book?
Yeah, the reason I wrote my current book is so much of what we've talked about today. And, the reason I wrote it was because I saw that falling in love was such a critical part of whether people were fulfilled in life or not. So I saw people who had amazing professional lives, but if they didn't have a partner or they didn't have love, they felt a bit unfulfilled. And I saw other people who had amazing partners, and even if their professional life wasn't good, they still felt resilient and ready for what the world would bring to them. And I want to caveat that with the real reason I wrote the book was because I wanted people to get to the deeper understanding, and I think this will resonate with you from what you just briefly told me before, is that we put romantic love as the highest love. So even if you love your kids and your kids love you, even if you love your brother and he loves you, even if you love your sister and she loves you, and even if you love your mom and dad and they love you, you feel, because of the way society has set it up, that if you don't have a partner, that you can't have the ultimate love. But I disagree with that. I actually think that all love is love. Often the love that parents have for their kids is the greatest love that one will ever experience. And if you look at the greatest love stories in humanity, they're not between two people. They're not romantic love. The greatest love between two people is usually one person sacrificed for humanity, one person sacrificed for their people, one person sacrificed for their community, their town, their city, their country. That's sacrifice. That's love. It's not romantic love. We don't talk about in history like two people who loved each other and how that helped the world. You never hear that story. I can't think of one couple that you think, oh yeah, when they got together, that changed the world. That made the world a better place. The love that made the world a better place was the love that a few people had for the people in their town that they protected through tough times, through the families that came through together when there were floods, when there were famines, when there were wars, when there were hurricanes, when there were tornadoes and tsunamis, like people who came to, that was the love that we all felt during the pandemic when people were trying to help each other even when it was so tough. That was love. Those were the love stories we told. So let's not live and think if I don't have someone in my life that I'm without love.